Oh yeah. Once you weld this thing together, that's what it looks like right there. That's the front and rear. I think they call them bolster axle assemblies, you know, all metal, 11 gauge, square tubing, stub axles. Pivoting front plate, welded on handle brackets, 3/8 round handle material, and bare metal, and we get some primer on there. This being a good example of the two front upright pieces are 1/4 of an inch shorter than the two rear ones. For the reason is this plate here, it compensates for that 1/4 inch. That way your top plate comes out level. 1/2 inch bolt for pivoting. I have them here in Middle Tennessee. Just saying. Well, you know, I haven't missed very many days. You know, I had pretty good attendance. So I'm almost, well, I'm sure the one day that I actually missed, that was the day that they covered the instructor I'm talking about. I'm sure I was not in class one day, and that must have been the day that they discussed them little balls right there on the end of them uprights on them height scribe type gauge bases. They all got that little round thing there. There ain't nothing in my book about that. I'm just saying. Shop Dog Sam. I hear Middle Tennessee. They say it's a geographical center or something. We need to drill some holes now. Let's get that done. The project for today, it's came up on the list as it evolves around of projects, work order, so to speak. It came that today's project is to drill a 1/2 inch hole in the center of this piece of material here. This piece of material here is 4 inches this way, and it's 4 inches this way, meaning that if you took two pieces of it and you turned them halfway around and you lined them up again, then all sides would be equal. You know, that's good enough for measurement. You don't have to get no ruler out on that right there. That's good to go right there. I'll turn that in for grade. So today's project is to get that 1/2 inch hole in the center of that. So, and this here being that you could turn this in any position completely around and the hole still be in the center, not off like that. So this piece you see is not marked. Well, you know, I could put that in there like that, and I could bring it up, and I could put a stop on there, and I could put that there, and I could tighten this down right here, you know, lock everything in there, and I could measure it right there over this way, and over that way, and over yonder, and I could do the math on it with my numbers down there, but also I could do this. could take the lines and mark it off into the degrees of angle and take a punch and center punch the center of it. Then I could confirm all of that with the measurement up to the center of that right there should be on, okay, that's 2 inches to the back side of the hole. Okay, that's important too. Okay. Okay, that's important when you're measuring something, is always measure to the same side of the hole. You know what I mean? If you're going left, stay over to the left. You're going, you know what I mean? But when you measure that right there, you set your number right there, whatever it is, and you put down there and you come up there and you touch the bottom of that and you put that down up there. Okay, you see that ruler made contact at the outside of that circle. Okay, when I turn that around like this right here and I put this up here like this right here, that ruler made contact with the outside of that little punch mark. So you see, it's to the outside 3 times so far. It could still be off. It could be this way or this way. So it's to the outside. So I'm going to say that hole right there is as center as I can punch a hole. And I did lay it off with the square thing under 2 lines from all 4 corners, and then found the center of that little thing there by looking at it. Okay, you can put this in here like this right here, and you come down here and you can, I got parallels underneath yonder, and you could move your table and everything up this way and down that way and in yonder and out, you know, yin and yang. And then when you come down like that right there, you're supposed to be in the center. Okay, what if you was not in the center? Well, I have a test piece. The last run of these that I had to drill is I saved one of them. This I made several of these with this dimension. Well, if you get that ruler out and you put it on here and you come over to the edge of that would be the way you would do that, kind of to the degree of accuracy that you want your measurement to be, and you just come around there and verify that it's in center. To make it easy, always keep your cut-offs to that way. The mill finish is always to the front and back. But come down there, and this is what I did. And I got them parallels on there. And using a finger right there, I felt that thing up there. The edge of this metal here and that vice jaw right there, I felt to that. And, okay, see, I done felt of it. I moved it and I felt of it again. And that's a little bit too long. Okay, I think that's pretty much on it. Okay, and then what I did is I put this thing right down in here, and okay, I'm going to verify about where I'm at there by turning this around and putting it in from this side. You got 4 possibilities of going wrong here. Okay, see that drill bit goes in that hole right there, almost 100%. Okay, with this piece of metal viced up against on the parallels and back under and everything, and it's straight with that vice jaw, 4 inches this way and 4 inches that way, 2 inches in the center. Okay, if I come down through there, that drill bit goes right in that hole right there. Don't touch neither side of it. So I'm good to go ahead and drill the one that I marked and then confirm it with my ruler. Once I do that and it confirms everything's okay, then from then on I won't mark anymore. I'll just put them in there, line them up with this jaw here, and drill them, and they'll all be identical to each other, because I've done already. I am now doing it, lock the table in this way and that way. But there is a plus or minus on the tolerance on this that is not liberal. You have to, well, I'll show you. Okay, see, I made the decision that's how long all of them will be. When I fill that, I want them all to be the same fillness. So, and I've got that one marked. Okay. Can y'all see it? Well, actually, it's good to go. I'm just going to go ahead and drill it. If you take a 1/2 inch bolt that has a shoulder on it, and you put it in this hole here, and then you take the one that you just drilled, and you put it on there, and you turn it around here like this right here, and you can y'all see that the shadow line along the top right there, and the shadow line right along the top right there, all the way around? Okay, I'm pretty confident that them holes matches up on them two pieces of metal. So, but what if I turned them completely around, lining them up? Would it make any difference? Well, you know, I think if you if there was a critique that I would make, then they are off about a 1/2 of a saw blade width, I think. You know what I mean? If you was really honest about it, you know, like maybe on this one right here, the blade was on the line, and on that one down there, it was beside of it. You know. But we'd be good to go there. 81951 B1957.